Alright, back into Turtle Pack. It's not been that long since the last Turtle Pack video, but this was a challenge that was posted in the Discord, and I couldn't say no even though it looked pretty awful. I'll show it on screen once we get to one of the shop phases that's going to last a bit longer. For the whole time I was working on this, I was basically just playing turn 5 lottery, so I'm saving up all my tier 1 level ups for turn 5 and hoping to hit whale. Or blowfish, I guess. But now we get to turn 3 and I'm just rolling for the fish and mouse level ups, and then we're just going to accept the losses. Although we do face a 3 squad here, because of the level 2 otter, it does mean that the kangaroo is going to be too big to defeat. Occasionally I would get to turn 5 with all lives intact, sometimes even with a bunch of wins. But most of the time I was going to be losing at least 2 hearts. And yeah, we're going to lose here. Anytime someone buys elephant, we're in big trouble. So here's the team. It's elephant, blowfish at the front, then tiger, whale and turkey. So the idea is the whale swallows both the elephant and the blowfish. The 2 mushrooms result in the elephant blowfish respawning. The turkey gives them stats, and then we should hopefully get elephant blowfish loops before and after the whale faints. So it's pretty convoluted, and it's a massive downgrade on the regular elephant blowfish team, but that's not going to stop me. So here I also just happen to get a few dolphins in rapid succession, so we're taking them as well, just to try and stop losing any more hearts since we're already down to 3. And garlic on whale. I mean, whale has such big starting health these days. I think it's 10 health to start with, which is kind of insane really for a tier 4. And then we'll take the level up on the fish, and we actually get double turkey. So most of the time I was leaving the turkey to the very end and not bothering with getting it to high level, just throwing it in at the end and hoping that it would survive. Although the request itself actually requires mushroom on the front 2 units, it's actually pretty beneficial to have mushroom on everything except for the whale, because the tiger and the turkey are at constant threat of being deleted at the start of battle, and if that happens, the entire combo just falls apart, and we've got no chance of beating anyone. Here I did think initially I was going to lose the whale to the scorpion, but thankfully the dolphin ends up sniping it straight away, and we actually win again. So there were a lot of runs early on when I was trying to just scale everything as hard as possible, to the point where it couldn't get sniped, but also if the combo got broken down, the stats were high enough that we could still win. But the more I played it, the more it became apparent that it was much better just to focus on getting levels and then hoping that we faced the correct opponent, because realistically it doesn't matter. If the combo goes off, we're not going to beat any of these big scaling teams that have loads of 50-50 units. We're only going to beat other atypical teams, summon teams, maybe some snipe teams that fall foul of the fact that we have mushroom on everything. And actually here we're very lucky with the stats on the cow that gets spit out by the whale being big enough that we get the tie. I think here I'm contemplating mammoth pill, which we are going to get. Another thing I was deliberately trying to do is have the elephant have a higher health than the whale. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yeah, elephant's probably better, because if you face a skunk, and I was facing skunk, 6 or 7 games in a row, 6 or 7 battles in a row, I mean, very, very consistently. If you have the blowfish with the highest health, obviously that's not going to work out. The elephant with the mushroom is going to get at least 2 loops, so we're not too worried about the elephant fainting. And when we move the whale closer to the front, it's going to swallow the elephant and the blowfish anyway, so the health being removed by the skunk in that case doesn't actually matter at all. And this is one of those teams that it looks like we've got no chance against, but the blowfish can end up killing the units at the back, So the camel doesn't actually have anything to pass the stats to. And we are going to win again. I felt pretty fortunate that one worked out in my favor. Maybe I was always going to win that one, but it did feel kind of lucky. So here I think I am actually going to bring in the tiger. But yeah, are we going to switch the positions around? We don't have the mushroom yet on the blowfish. So I'm just going to let the whale swallow the turkey, and then we'll just play regular blowfish, elephant, tiger at the front to try and get to 9 wins, and then take the one chance to win with the full setup. And I think here, yeah, it's going to be another tie. That was happening quite a lot, where the pet that gets spit out by the whale kind of ends up being like a mushroom or a honey. So we get a level 3 elephant, and now I'm looking for, well, I can't pass up double chocolate, but I am also looking for a mushroom for the turkey and for the tiger. So here's another team that it looks like it's hopeless, but the one huge unit is going to take a lot of hits from the blowfish. In fact, there's triple volley there. Looks really strange with the peacock ability causing the delay there. And then again, the unit pops out from the whale. So we'll take level on the tiger. And I think, yeah, we'll take the blowfish closer to level 3. I'm not sure I actually get there though. And here's an elephant blowfish team that doesn't have elephant in first position. So we actually get multiple reps with the elephant here, when I think it would have probably been much more beneficial for them just to have the elephant at the front there. But they were trying to use the monkey to scale. However, the elephant survives a little bit too long and ends up killing the rest of our team. So we're just looking for mushroom now. Level 3 turkey is not going to be worth it. So we find the mushroom, and now we can swap the positions. So the whale goes behind the elephant blowfish, and we also get the mushroom for the tiger. And next team, not as big as you would expect for turn 15, I think. And rhino being in second means, again, we are going to get a bunch of triggers where otherwise we might not have. And in fact, the front unit having a honey is even better for us. The blowfish fires back. You know, the rhino triggers an extra time, and the turkey plus tiger are going to hang on. So that puts us on to 9, and we still have 2 hearts as well, so we can also lose. And then I rolled double mushroom, so I am definitely replacing the melon with the mushroom there, just in case we face a team with lots of crocodiles. Unfortunately, we hit the elephant and the blowfish with the sushi there. So yeah, this is the kind of team that we just cannot beat. Huge stats across the board. Garlic, melon, you know, your typical pack 1 team that has early game units kept forever and multiple scalers. So yeah, I mean, it looks relatively close, but we just had, you know, the dodo still has 28 health at the end, so that was a non-starter. And maybe we could get the blowfish to level 3 here. I don't think it happens. No, we don't. So I think I'll just take the whale. We're very unlikely to go any further. This could be a win or a loss. And it's actually front badger 50-50. The level 3 skunk wastes its ability on the elephant. We are going to get the trigger from the elephant blowfish before the whale faints. The blowfish kills off the tiger, and then the badger faints and kills off the skunk. And we actually win with one of the most unusual teams I think you could possibly build in Turtle Pack at the moment. So here are some of the other runs, and this is generally the pattern that I was going for, where I was putting turkey or tiger up the front and trying to scale them with the monkey so that the whale wasn't the only huge unit on the team. Of course, the disadvantage with that is that the whale is going to swallow the unit from the front that was being scaled, and we actually face an opposing whale team, and I think they were swallowing a hedgehog there, which of course is always going to be the better option when you've got the blowfish. The turkey appears, buffs the elephant, and actually we win that battle by 1 HP. There were so many battles like that that were just, it seemed unwinnable, or automatic loss, and yet it ended up being a tie or a win. So here's another one. This time I don't even have the whale, so it's turn 16. I have the whale frozen, but I haven't had the chance to bring it into the team yet. I guess I could have done it there, but because I'm only on 7 wins, I'm just relying on the regular elephant blowfish to carry a bit longer. And then here's another huge scaled up team, and it's blowfish plus hedgehog. And we are going to get into that loop where the two blowfishes fire back at each other over and over again. And yeah, we are going to respawn the blowfish, so we do get 2 more shots from the tiger, and they end up surviving on 1 HP. So yeah, very frustrating, that one. The whale ended up not even being purchased. And here's one where I'm still running whale at the back because we don't have the mushrooms yet. We are going to get multiple loops from the elephant blowfish. The badger gets killed and takes a bunch of health off the penguin. And then the cat appears from the whale, and it's another 1 HP loss. They were really mounting up, although that was partly because I was just playing so many games of this. And then look at this one, elephant, blowfish, tiger on the opposing team. And we fire back, but we actually have a level 3 blowfish compared to their level 2. And we are going to respawn the elephant, and again the turkey buffs it, and it's a win. So that's another one where it looked like an automatic loss. And then lastly, this run actually happened maybe 10-15 games before the main run. And it's the proper setup, but we don't have the turkey. And because it's a summon opponent, it was so rare that I was facing a full summon team. We actually end up winning even without the turkey buffs. So yeah, give it a try. It's a slightly less toxic take on elephant blowfish, and something new to do in Turtle Pack.